Gwalior, the land of kings, emperors, and the landlords. It has witnessed the Tomar, Maratha, and the Rajputana reigns, and is not only a city of historic importance but also a witness to the changing eras from the 1857 freedom struggle to the current technological revolution. The Gujri Palace, the Sun Temple, Moti Mahal, Tansen's Tomb, Rajvilas Palace, the famous 6th century Gwalior Fort, the 11th century Sahasrabahu Temple, and the Bandabandi Chhot Gurdwara of the 16th century are the famous attractions of this city. These clearly portray the class, tradition, and the culture this place once owned. These historical places are not mere monuments, but a belief, a heritage, and a message that our current achievements are pillared upon the strong foundations of our glorious past. A live example of this belief and tradition is the narrow gauge train from Gwalior to Sheopur Kalan, a lifeline to some 250 villages, which has recently completed 100 years of its remarkable service. This train is one of its kind and helps the people of the area it runs through to stay connected with the world outside, as no other means of transport is yet available to them. In 1576, the railway tracks were laid for the first time in the world, and the measure of the gauge then was 610 mm, and a living replica of the same is running here from Gwalior to Sheopur Kala. But before we start with its history, let's take a glance at its technical details. Narrow gauge measures less than 1 meter, and the 610 mm or the 2 feet gauge is the smallest of them all. It's a matter of pride for us that this line is the longest running narrow gauge train in the world, covering 198.5 kilometers. At the beginning of the 20th century, this whole region was deprived of the basic amenities of life, and the area was famine-struck. At that time, Sheopur Kala used to be the summer capital of Sindhya estate. So, the then Maharaja of the estate, Madharao Sindhya II, decided to connect the area with the railway line, presuming the development of the region and the facilitation in the movement of the armies and the material. This project was completed in 4 phases. The first phase of the project was completed from 1903 to January 1904 by the laying of the track from Gwalior to Jaora. Second phase of the project, that is Jaora to Sabalgarh, was completed by December 1904. Third phase, Sabalgarh to Birpur, took 3.5 years for its completion, since it marked the construction of 800 feet long bridge on river Kunu. This route was opened in November 1908, and the last part of the proposed track was ready to use by June 1909. This train is lifeline to some 250 villages it still connects. The total cost incurred at that time stood at around 1.872 million rupees. The train also had a special coach used by the Maharaja for hunting and by the officials to collect lagan from the villagers. Modern day metro train was hence presumed by the Sindhya estate a long time ago. A narrow gauge train used to cover whole of the Gwalior city every day. It facilitated the movement of man and material, and hence trade flourished. Gwalior city still inherits the remains of those stations, the famous ones being Morar, Kampu Koti, Lashkar and Golika Mandir. With the passage of time, narrow gauge railway upgraded itself. In 1983, steam engines were replaced with the diesel locomotives to enhance the efficiency. Gwalior Railway Museum stands witness to the entire journey of narrow gauge. It has conserved the official documents, darbar policy, account books of the time of Maharaja, rare snapshots of the train and the track, maps, and many memorable objects like the cash boxes. Steam engine kept outside the museum is a testimony to this journey. This museum itself is an example of marvelous architecture and bonds wonderfully with the narrow gauge. Gwalior narrow gauge, world's smallest train's longest journey of over 100 years, is still providing its services with the same promptness to the people as ever before. This lifeline covers 27 stations in 10 hours in its entire route from Gwalior to Sheopur Kala. Many of these stations are their only connecting link to the outer world, since roads are absent in these villages, such as 8 stations between Gwalior and Somavali, 4 between Banmore and Alapur, and 7 between Igdori and Sheopur Kala don't have any other means of transport available to them. This train, apart from transportation, caters to the Indian Postal Department, emergency medical, and the agriculture produce of the farmers. The train solely serves many important functions of the people of this region. But whether we should take pride in it or not is a debatable issue. To have a glimpse of the lifestyle of these people, our team, Rajesh Kumar, Arun Singh and Yashwant Gir, went on the Odyssey from Gwalior to Sheopur Kala by this train.